call it. Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Newton's Panthers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Newton on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
2nd down following the run. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Trey Waynes is a very aggressive cover corner player, learning how to add off coverage to his game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Second and 10. Newton again. This is caught by Ginn. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's brought down after a good gain. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Do something. Switch.
Throwing again is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Peterson alone in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Coney Ely in on the tackle. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got the 2nd team All-Pro from a year ago, Greg Olsen. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
second down. They run with Stewart. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love
scared of
the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Newton on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And the Panthers in for the score. And we certainly know that Cam Newton can do just that. He had 10 rushing touchdowns last year and a nice one there.
And it wouldn't surprise me if one day that number got up to 20 if they so chose because of his frame. One of the bigger, stronger players in the league, especially at his position. When he carries the ball and gets a full head of steam, you're dealing with a full-grown man.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Cam looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The ball carrier there, Adrian Peterson, he turned 31 back in March.
But after his return from knee surgery a few years ago, that incredible return, I don't think we look at his number the same way as we do a lot of running backs who turn 30.
Yeah, I agree. And right now, standing 17th all-time in the NFL rushing ranks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's Brandon Fields now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. Benjamin, the man in motion left. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This is Stewart again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 2, Newton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And on 2nd and 10 now. Bridgewater again. This is Peterson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd down now following the run. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Bridgewater now. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this is caught by the rookie Treadwell. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
2nd and 10. Newton again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Make some noise!
That's taken on the 25. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Receivers to the left, one to the right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. On the catch, this is Jonathan Stewart. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the coaching staff probably has the offense prepared for this. They worked on this exact situation all week in practice, backed up in their own end, needing to get a few yards here to create some space. Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
Bridgewater to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down now after the incompletion. On second down, Bridgewater again. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's caught by Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Touchdown, Carolina! Greg Olsen, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Peterson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking. Yeah,
at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now it's Ginn. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Peterson alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Backing up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Again, Peterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the pistol, Stewart. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Slot man moves right. Now Stewart on 1st downs. And a cut to the sideline. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now Bridgewater. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Muscles him off. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the slot man goes in motion left. Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got time. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Plain coverage here.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Another pistol look here. Jonathan Stewart, his 20th carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. So Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line, they can move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The handoff to Stewart running left. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they will take a knee here. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.